Greetings, dear friends. Welcome to our episode of 6 Degrees of Connection. And for those who are joining us for the first time, we would like to introduce this concept. So, all around the world, participants of ALLATRA International Public Movement have a live conversation with people from different countries, with different nationalities, different traditions, different languages. And this is all in order to know more about their countries, their traditions. And we are asking a very important questions of today, how they envision creative society. In order to achieve that, we use modern technology, social medias, for example, like that. We have a live broadcast through the YouTube and other technologies. And we also use a theory of 6 handshakes, a very interesting theory that we are all connected, like all people on the planet, we are connected, and we have the same connection. We are like about 5 or even less handshakes from away from each other. So we decided to prove this theory and try if it works. So if you would like to join this initiative, please contact us. All our contacts below the video in the description. And this concept is very simple, very fun, because every day we can not only learn other countries, other traditions, but what is most important, we can get know more about each other. And this is just a great and amazing opportunity to make new friendship, new friends all around the world. And I'm very happy to introduce our participants of our today's live broadcast. My name is Alena. Here is Victoria and our guest Chen Yun Ting. Can you please introduce yourself a little bit for our viewers?
Yes, of course. Hello, my name is Chen Yuting. I'm from Guzhang County, Hunan Province. I'm here today. I'm very happy here today to join this meeting with our friends from Ukraine, and of course the friends from all over the world. And yeah, it's nice to meet you all here. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to meet you too. And today we are traveling to a very beautiful province. Actually, I didn't even expect how beautiful it is. It's
yes, me too.
Province. It's an amazing, famous place with its landscapes, with its mountains, with its beautiful nature, with its old towns, with its nice traditions, friendly people, and we're really happy to show to our viewers how beautiful China it is, how beautiful province it is, and we will talk about it a little bit more. So first, we would like to show you how beautiful this place. So could you please turn on the video number 1 about Hunan province?
Me, yes. Open it.
Включите, пожалуйста.
Our technical support will turn on the video.
Okay. Yes, let's see.
Техническая поддержка. Включите, пожалуйста, видео номер 1.
Just
Wow, very beautiful place. And
yeah.
yes, we just discussed that this is a very beautiful mountains. And could you please tell the story about the film Avatar, if you know?
Yeah, of course. The mountain that maybe we all know that there's a movie Avanta, right? There's some saying a movie was shot at the Zhangjiajie. They take the how to express it's
Of these landscapes. So,
yeah landscape as stereotype, you know.
It's well known of this movie, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
yes, very beautiful. And as I understood, you are from exactly from this city, Changjiajie, right? You was born in this city.
actually, no, I live in the county, just very close to the Zhangjiajie. But I was there when I maybe several years ago. I was traveling there for sightseeing, and I was astonished by the scene, the mountains, and the traditions that they have.
So can you just please tell a little bit more what about your like feelings about this place? I think it's how to say, unforgettable experience.
Yeah. Um, if you are never been in China or never been in this place, I suggest you to come here to have your own view on this astonishing natural things. You can pour your feeling into these things, marrying yourself in it. I think it's a really good feeling when you stand in front of those mountains you've never been before. That's the feeling you cannot express. You cannot use the words to express that feeling. Yeah.
The same experience we had, me and Victoria, we also have been in China. And once we visited Huanshan Mountains. It's also a very well known in China and very beautiful place. And for us, it's also like a great experience when you see the greatness of the nature of the planet. And this is a feeling that you touch something like ancient. And I don't know, it's really hard to describe the feelings, but when you have an opportunity to see something like that, it's very special in our experience.
Yeah. Especially we as a human being, we cannot divide ourselves from the nature world, right? And if you live if you are live in city for quite a long time, you I think you're gonna to miss this nature so much, right? Especially nowadays that there's so much pollutions in the city. You cannot stand it for a long time.
Yes, and actually,
So
for me, it's very interesting because when you see such a beauty, such a like really great beauty, those I don't know, maybe millions of meters of this rock mountains, and you understand that this is a great nature, and you cannot even you
we,
just
we
understand that someone great did all that because it's like it's more than you just can even imagine.
Yes,
And
in China, such a great country. I mean, there is a lot of places like that. I mean, it's not only one place. You can like always find something new about its culture, about its views and beautiful nature.
yes, and I love China because when you go to you can see every type of nature. There are islands, there are mountains, there are places where -25, for example, Harbin, and hot places like 40 degrees. And it's
under 40 degrees. Yeah,
Yeah, like for
it's
example,
really cold.
yesterday we had a live broadcast with a person who lives in Hainan Island. Like yesterday we saw palms and like beautiful clouds and ocean, and today another nature.
Yeah.
Yes, and we would like to show a little bit more. Could you, техническая поддержка, помогите, покажите, пожалуйста, картинки, которые называются лифт. It's a very nice, actually.
Yeah. So it's
yeah, this mountains, and what really interesting, it's an elevator.
Whoa.
Yeah, elevators.
It's so high and it goes so fast. You like as I know, in 3 or 4 minutes you can like get from the to the you can get to the top, and it's wow.
Have you tried it?
No, because it's a new build. When I was there, there's no such building, this equipment, I think. But it's a good opportunity for those people who like to explore such things. I think it's good. It's a time for them to go there. It's quite excited when you get on this was from top to down. In just several seconds. It's quite exciting, I think. Yeah.
Scary.
Также покажите, пожалуйста, техническая поддержка, покажите нам, пожалуйста, стеклянный мост. It's a bridge made from glass.
Yeah.
Also, I know the longest one in the world, and it's also beautiful.
Yeah, I saw the video where people are going on this glass road.
Yes.
And they all
this new build, the bridge attracts so many tourists from all over the world, but it's a pity. The time when I was there, there's no these buildings. But I can feel that it's quite excited for you.
Mm-hmm. And I cannot even imagine how they built it. It's very nice. And also, we know that in these mountains, in Zhangjiajie Mountains, there are a road, like 99 band road, and 999 лестница.
Lestница?
Yeah, I forgot this word. Okay, could you please turn on pictures? Мост, если можно, пожалуйста, показать. Горы Тяньмэнь. Yeah, 99 band road.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
There's Yeah, there's a hole on the top of it, on the top of the mountain.
99
I
stairs?
yeah.
Yes.
I remember that there was 那应该怎么说呢？
你说
performance of air a plane to cross this hole.
I
It was
know.
quite a long time ago. When I was child, maybe. It's yeah.
Airplane?
Yeah, performance of plane to cross the hole between the mountains.
I saw now today people in costumes, like a squirrel that have wings, like yeah, it have like let's say wings. So people made like this a costume like this, which is flying, and I saw that people like jumping from the top and flying through this.
Yeah.
And this hall calls Tianmen, right?
Tianmen Shan.
It's like
Tianmen Mountain. Yeah.
Yes, Tian is
Tian, it's heaven. Yeah, heaven.
yes, and Men, it's a door.
Yeah, it's like a door to the heaven.
Maybe some stories about this place. I mean, maybe.
Sincerely, I don't know some stories about this mountain. Just it's just the name, but I.
Okay, and also we would like to mention one also very famous place in China. It calls Fenchuan Ancient Town. As I know, it's also called Phoenix Town or something like that. Do you know that?
Yeah.
It's also
It's
in
quite
in
near
Finland.
to the to my town. Just several 10 more minutes driving.
Oh, so you can walk there.
Yeah. I have been there quite often.
It's an amazing place. We also
It's
in
an amazing
video.
place. There's a 应该怎么说？瀑布 waterfall, right? Fall.
Yeah.
There's a floor floor from their town across through their town. It's a magnificent thing. If there's a if the floor rise during the in the summer, during the summer.
It's also a very beautiful place and a lot of tourists coming there. And what I saw as well, there is some traditional costumes which are people wearing.
Yeah, they are belong to the Tuja nationality. They have yes, they have their own costume. Like 应该怎么说呢？毛古斯就是 they
Like-
wear
like on the hat, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and do you know? I didn't read about it, but I heard that there is like a kind of legend about this town, about Phoenix or something.
Phoenix, yeah, because there's a ancient king live there, and there's another name is King's Village. Yes, it's the king of Tuja nationality. There's a palace, the old palace in their town. It's made up of wood. It's Tuja Diaojiaolou, the building with human-like legs, as I sent you yesterday. That building.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we see this?
And yeah.
Техническая поддержка. Покажите нам, пожалуйста, город.
Yes, this 土家Diaojiaolou.
Mm-hmm. It's very
Yeah, this one.
beautiful, and it's amazing how it's all safe, like from the ancient time. It still
Yeah.
look the same.
Yeah.
And in the nighttime, it's also have some lightnings, like all around
Things
the river.
very beautiful. Yeah, it's good sets. When you if you have a travel to there, you can rent a boat on the river, and you can drive yourself, just cross the river, and with your family or friends, have some rest on the river. It's quite relaxing thing.
And also, we just mentioned Tutia, ethnical, how to say,
Nationality.
ethnical minority, yeah. And
Minority.
this is also very famous in China. And Tutia, with a total population of over 8 million, is the largest ethnic minority in the People's Republic of China. They live in the Wulin Mountains.
Yeah, Wulin Mountain, yes.
Yeah, and Hubei and Guizhou provinces as well, right? So
yeah.
Quite a big minority. So
it's southwest of China. It's near the India, the Tibet. Yes.
Good. And we also have a video about this minority. Техническая поддержка. Покажите, пожалуйста, видео номер 2. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about traditions of this minority, what you exactly know, because if you live quite close to this old town, maybe you know some interesting traditions of this ethnic minority.
Yeah, we have traditions that of I don't know how to, it's like big size meeting for young people during the autumn. They can meet each other to pick up their partner. You know, they're going to wear some traditional clothes to during this meeting. You can sing a song for your lover, you know, and then you can pick up and to get married, and that is name is 赶秋吧，应该是赶秋 which means 赶秋应该怎么说呢？ literally it means get rid of the autumn. Yeah, it's quite strange, just literally, but it's for young people to meet each other, because in old days there's the transportation was not so advanced, so it's hard to let young people to meet each other. And especially when there's a harsh displaying for young people. It's not like modern day. You can have your phone and to have open up the app to talk about to chat with each others. It must be
a long process,
prepared ceremony for you for young people, and you must 应该怎么打扮？应该是打扮吧。Prepare yourself for this ceremony and for your long life partner. So it's a quite big day, and for your family and for yourself, of course.
And do these people still wear these ethnical clothes, or it's just for some special occasions?
Yes. As you say, nowadays we are modern people. So for young people, they are really wearing those traditional clothes. But the elderly people, they always wear those traditional clothes. And because for young people it's quite awkward if you wear those traditional people. It's quite awkward. The other people would take you as a stranger. Was something have a problem with your mental health, maybe.
But I think from time it's quite interesting and fun to wear something like that, because in Ukraine we also have some traditional clothing, and we have holidays when we can wear beautiful dresses and beautiful skirts and everything.
Just for holidays, for some ceremony, but in daily life there's no one who wears those clothes.
Yeah, but it's a very warm tradition. And actually, we would like to now to know a little bit more what people eating in Hunan province, maybe some special food. If you know, could you please tell a little bit more about this?
Yeah, it's snakes we eat during the tomb whipping holidays. I said yesterday. It's made up of a plant named, I don't know how to express that word. Just a plant that will grow in early spring. We pick up those plants and to make to cook, and then become the delicious snakes. Yeah, maybe you can show us the.
Техническая поддержка. Покажите, пожалуйста, картинки. Спасибо. This one, right?
Yes, quite. This one.
It doesn't look like
scene. It's
This one with snake, right?
Snake, yes, snakes.
Oh.
So it's kind of
it's a wrap up of what's this?
As I know, it's just a traditional food in Hunan province. Also.
It's those pictures just are obscure. I cannot take it clearly.
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah, because in Hunan province we prefer to eat those food spicy. You know,
Yes.
we we eat a lot of peppers. Mm.
And I heard you mean snakes or animal which calls
No,
salamandra.
no. Snacks 是小吃 snacks,
Ah,
not snakes.
Oh,
Snacks.
that's good. That we made it
Snack.
clearly.
all this time we thought that you were saying snakes, like.
Ah, no. Snacks. Maybe my pronunciation was
That's good.
there's a
So what is
misconception.
inside of this snacks? Just meat?
Snacks.
It's just a
What?
chip. What is inside of these snacks?
It's sugar and same.
So it's sweet.
Yes, it's sweet.
Okay. Interesting.
And now we would like to ask you traditional questions of 6 degrees of conversation of our project. And the first question, we would like to let you just imagine of the society in which you would like to live, your happy society in your dreams, what it should look like. So how do you envisage a society where you would feel happy, where your loved ones, your friends, and everyone in the world, everyone would live comfortably and happily? Could you please imagine it?
First of all, I think that we should have the world peaceful. Firstly, I think it's most important thing to build a happy world, a society. It's a promise, you know, because even if the World War II was ending, but there are still small-sized wars. There are many turbulent movements around the world.
Conflicts.
Yeah, conflicts, such as the Middle East, Israel, and of course in China there's still some disputes between the territory. So I think peace is the first thing that we are going to build a happy society. It's the first thing we should consider. Yeah, and the second, I think, as a human being, we should learn more about each other through the conversation. As for the conversation, we must learn the common language, global language, so we can understand each other. Because the language, there's so many problem was derived from the language, you know, and misconception from language. If you don't understand each other, maybe if you say these words in the right way, they're going to interpret you in the wrong way, and then the conflicts are going to happen, right? As you can say, we can speak each other in English. That's the quite I don't know. It's a quite valuable lesson for all of us, right? You must learn other language to know other, to get to know more about other culture. So you can reduce the conflicts, right? And there's another example, like the religion. If you don't know the language, you cannot understand the belief behind the religion, and you sometimes you're going to offend their feeling by if you're using the wrong the wrong words, that would make you into the trouble. So I think, yes, language is the second important thing. I think we should pay more attention to build a happy, the perfect society. Of course, there's already a language named, I don't know, 世界语言那种 global language. I don't know how. Do you know this language?
Me personally, I haven't heard about it.
Maybe it's a small group of scholars created, so it's well really known. It's really known. And yes, there's two things I think we should consider it. And another things 应该是 take more actions on daily basis to push yourself to take action, to do some little things in daily life, in your daily life, right? Because nowadays we have broader opportunities to get to know the outer world. Through the internet. There are the great amount of app to let you know the outer world. It's the opportunity that our ancestor cannot imagine, right? Like today we using this room website to get connected with each other. We are in different countries. We cannot imagine how can we meet in this platform today to discuss these universal questions. It's quite unimaginable for them, for most of people, right? So open your mind to get more opportunity to let improve yourself. And yes, and that's the third things I think we should consider. And last, I think we should more focus on the 应该怎么说呢？ let me think.
You can try say it in Chinese language.
Chinese language. No. It's I just. Let me, maybe we can have a further conversation, but today I can just take 3 examples to give you to demonstrate my understanding that we should have to build a perfect or happy society. Yes, that those things are just I can imagine. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's actually very nice words, and very nice to hear from you. And as you said that everyone should know more about the world, about the society, the place we live in. Actually, it's a good word, because when you learn more, when you are open mind to have a dialogue with other people, to listen, to hear from them, you understand that we are all the same. People are the same. Yes, we have different cultures. Yes, we have, let's say, different religion, but in common, it's all one. And when you have this dialogue, and you start to understand that we are one humanity. And why do we have those conflicts? Why?
Yeah.
We just one family. So it's good that we are started this dialogue on this platform, and me, the president of ALLATRA International Public Movement, I also very thankful for this opportunity to be the part. And I would like to ask you the second question. How do you envisage healthcare and education in a society where every person is happy? And how how should these spheres function? Can you also imagine it? Maybe it should be like free for everyone. Maybe you have some understanding, like.
You mean the education view?
Yes, education and healthcare, because mostly people now today in today's society, let's say consumer society, not the creative society yet. People sometimes don't have even money to make them healthier, and sometimes people have even fears to caught a cough or something like this, because they don't have money and time sometimes to go and to spend few weeks, because all the time they need to make money and pay for something. But if we can imagine a happy society where technology is on a high level, so it could be quite different from today's society, where so how can you imagine a healthcare and education in such a happy society? Maybe you could share.
Yes, the question you propose is quite high level question, you know. I think it's about the structure of this society. How can we distribute the wealth, the opportunity, access to education? It's institutional questions. I think I cannot answer this question, but based on my experience, I can share that my own opinions. Like it's as an individual, we have the chance, we have the opportunity, as I told you before. We cannot depend on the government. But we can depend on ourselves, count on ourselves to search for opportunities, to speak out for our own, for equality, for health. You cannot imagine that if the government can share you, give you the helping hand when you are in trouble. At that time, you can only count on yourself. I think it's all about the effort.
So you mean that people are responsible for
their own?
Yeah, for their own, and mostly. This is actually a question for you. How do you think, from who and from what those changes from consumer society to a creative one should start from what and who? Yes, how do you think?
Start from, let me, of course, of course, it starts with our own, like this project, right? We build this, we initiative this project on our own. There's no foundations. There's no money from supported by the government. We're just using the modern technology to connect it with each other. It's a tiny it's a tiny light for us to shed light on the darkness of the world, but we catch it, right? We catch it, then we like fire. We just fire the candle to spread the light to the people around of us, right? And we inspire other people to join us to take actions. That's the good. That's the vivid example to answer this question. I think I'm very happy and fortunate to join this project to share my opinions, and you all created this project with your own hand, with no foundation. It's quite brave, and it's inspirational. It's a good model for young people.
Yes,
Thank you so much for sharing. This is very, very inspiring words. And actually, this is also a great opportunity for us and a great, how to say, proud to have this conversation with people. And many of us, participants of ALLATRA International Public Movement, we are making like small steps, but everything that now is happening in the world and because of projects of ALLATRA International Public Movement is only because of uniting, you know, because all people really, really want to be in a peaceful, happy, united world where we all can be friends, where we are not looking on our nationality, on our religions or some views, which is friends just because we're one family, one humanity. And right now, a lot of people from all around the world, they're joining this initiative, and this is like a great example of how people can unite and how fast it can be, because we have all opportunities, technologies, we have support, we have like our languages to communicate with each other. So it's very simple and very fun way to just to have this kind of conversations all around the world. And actually we also have a question from our viewers on YouTube. So the question is, how do you think what unites all people all around the world, no matter what nationality they have and what, excuse me? Like what unites?
I cannot hear you.
Oh, you cannot hear me.
Can you hear me?
Is there something wrong with the connection?
And now? Can you hear now?
Sorry, I cannot hear you. I don't know, maybe let me quit and try get into again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and while we're waiting for our guests, we just wanted to repeat one more time that everyone who is interested in this kind of initiative can join, and no matter in which country you live, in which part of the world, because every day all around the world, people start this kind of conversation, live broadcast, and this is very simple and very fun way. So you can just write on email, which is in description below the video, and we will contact you and explain how to create such kind of conversations.
Yes, and now while we're waiting, actually, I would like to hear, Alana, from you. How do you imagine a society in which you and everyone would be happy, would live happily and comfortably?
Thank you for asking the question. For me, I imagine creative society is a society where every person, every single person is happy. And it's a society where you don't worry about your future, where you know exactly that you are safe and you don't need to worry about anything. You do what you like. Like if it's work, if it's your job, you like this job. If you're doing something for the society, you do it with your pleasure and with love, with patience. And it's a society where every people are friends. Like no matter who you meet on the street, you know that this is your closest friend and you can trust him and you can tell him everything you want. And this is society where you have time to live. I mean, where you don't need to put your attention to so many things. You just have time to be happy. You have time to develop yourself and to have a spiritual growth inside of you. Oh, hello.
Okay, it works.
Yeah, we were just sharing with Victoria our vision of creative society.
Okay, go on.
I almost finished. But as I said, I can repeat that for me, it's a society where everyone is happy and the society where all people are friends, no matter where you are, in which spot of the planet you are in. You just know that around you only friends. And this is a society where you don't need to worry about like job or food or healthcare, because you know that everything is fine, everything is free for you, and you know that there is also will be help for you. So yes, for me, this kind of society where you can develop yourself and where you just incredibly unconditionally happy.
Good. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, yes. And we had a question from our viewers. So how do you think, what unites all people all around the world, no matter what nationality they have, which language they speak in, what religion they have, what common in all of us?
What unites the older people?
All people all around the world.
All the people.
All the people. All the humanity.
Yes, of course, there are many tunnels or agents, like arts, for example, sounds. If you don't understand the other language, but you can feel the rhythm, you can feel the same feeling that the composer put into this song, even if you don't understand the words, right? And like, for example, like the famous song, like the Michael Jackson, "We Are the One," You know that song? Yes. Even if you don't understand the words, but you can feel, you can say that when people sing this song, they are just shaking their hands, put their hands on the shoulder, side by side. Uh, they can feel each other, the emotion that they are sharing when they're singing that song. And the example is like um, maybe the banco, the naval the of Netherland, Bango. He's painting.
Oh.
You can feel
Mm-hmm.
you can feel the his feeling, his emotion in the world famous picture of that 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 flower. I don't know. I guess 向日葵.
Sunflower.
That flowers, yes, sunflower. He he just want to show you his the view to the outer space, his understanding uh, to the life. If he, if you are emotional, you emotional person, you can feel it. Even if you are not an emotional person, you can say the light and color of that paint of that the flower to show you something that inside of you. You can have the common feeling, even if you are a peasant, don't who are not so knowledgeable. You can feel it because you can use during your daily life. Um, you can feel you say those things from your daily life, and you have a connected feeling with them. That's the common things uh, among the human being,
So
right?
can we say that feelings are the same and we are united by our feelings?
Yes, yes, our feeling and our standing about what is human being. We have just a very basic feeling that no matter what color you are, what nationality you are, we just have a basic common feeling that everyone had. We are crying when we are sorrow. We are laughing when we are happy, and when we are depressed, when we are disappointed, right? That's the basic feeling we all human beings have.
And one more question to you. Could you please say your like share your understanding? What is love for you in a higher sense? What is it?
Love, you mean?
Love in a higher sense.
Ah, higher sense,
Yes.
the universal love,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
There's a very ancient concept of love among the different cultures, like Jesus, like Confucianism, right? In the higher level of love. And love is um, if you demonstrate the love from the higher level, the love is to accept your enemy, like Jesus said, right? And but in reality, it's quite tough to make it come true to accept your enemy. There's no such thing as as uh, the concept that in those books, but we are trying to resort to some tunnels or some ways to tolerate our enemies. And if you don't tolerate others, there will never be in peace. We will we are going to get into the hell together if you don't forgive your enemy. At the end of the day, you must forgive your enemy, no matter what they have done to you. But it's quite tough in reality, sincerely. And
this is the meaning of our life, to develop ourselves, to work on ourselves, to become better, to become a better person, to become a better creature. This is like
yes. We are just appealing for those love, but and I think we can do it if we believe it.
Definitely, yeah. I'm agree.
Yeah.
And one more question to you. How important do you think it's to find out how people envisage a creative society, whether they want to live in such a society, and how important to raise such a question during conversation with other people?
You mean how do we raise the question about
this to talk on such a topic about creative society, building a creative society?
How important it is.
Important, to share this idea with other people, to talk more and more. How do you think how it is important?
I think it's depend on how do they understand the level of the understanding of the demonstrate the creativity. For me, the first step to create a better society is doing well my own job. Firstly, I think stay strong in daily life. If you have some troubles in your work or your life, just overcome. Store your courage to overcome, no matter how hard it is. That's my understanding. But for other people, I think there are many different opinions how important it is. I think if they connected this concept with their daily life and take this concept as their own destiny, they will take action. They will pay more attention to it. Like the climate change, it concerns all the people around the world. It's urgent issue we must deal with, right? You cannot ignore it like Donald Trump, right? You cannot ignore it. And we can just reduce our daily waste to help this condition getting better. That is how we demonstrate how important a better society it is. We are creating this society on daily basis from state to state, not just talking about some rational or 抽象应该怎么说？就是抽象应该怎么说
Rational discrimination, you mean?
No, it's abstract. 抽象 not ideological problem. We just take this as a realistic problem. We can deal with our own actions, right? It's not the question we should take as the topic in the meeting, but we just take it as the little thing we can do in our daily life. Yes, that is how do we demonstrate the importance that we can create a better society. Yeah, that's my understanding.
Thank you very much. It was very nice conversation. It was very important to hear from you, your opinion, your sincere opinion, open opinion. And it was actually very interesting to know a little bit more about China, about this beautiful province, Hunan province. And we're very thankful to you for this live conversation. It's very nice. And actually, we also suggest you, maybe a little bit later, but you may think about this 6 degrees of conversation. Maybe you have a friend or someone in your society whom also would like to answer these questions, who also think that the idea of creative and good and habit society is good. So maybe you can share with us, share with your friend this idea, so we can have a next broadcast with your friend. So
yes. Good. Of course. I will, definitely.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. See you soon. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.